Ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about a scandal. A scandal so shocking, so devastating, so absolutely depraved that Ben the Baptist felt morally obligated to expose it to the world. Are you ready? A man owns a teddy bear. I know, take a moment, breathe, let that sink in. A grown man in 2025 has the audacity to own a stuffed animal for comfort. This is the scandal they chose, the great teddy bear crisis of 2025. Let me set the scene for you. The NIFB is currently dealing with a daughter who slept in a ditch rather than go home, a pastor who doxed his own brother and called for arson, a defender with 80 affairs, hypothetical cocaine use exactly 6 times, and confirmed steroid abuse. Spousal discipline sermons, churches hemorrhaging members, sons in dresses they're desperately trying to distract from. So naturally, their big move is, look, he has a teddy bear. I'm trying to imagine that emergency meeting. Guys, we need to destroy this Parody channel. What have we got? Well, pastor hit his daughter. No, not that! Josh did cocaine and hypothetically, and we're defending him, remember? Solomon is wearing. We don't talk about that. Okay, the Parody guy, he owns a teddy bear. Dead silence. That's it. That's the one. Post it. Now let's talk about what actually happened, because context matters. Someone half asleep thought they were cuddling their teddy bear, kissed it, then realized it was their dog. They posted about it themselves because it was funny and relatable and human. That's it. That's the whole story. A funny, embarrassing moment that anyone who's ever been half conscious at 3 a.m. can relate to. But Ben the Baptist sees this and writes, "This grotesque perversion cannot come from a normal mind." Benjamin, buddy, it's called being half asleep and making a mistake. You know what actually can't come from a normal mind? Defending a man who cheated 80 times in 3 years while on steroids and hypothetically doing cocaine. You know what's actually perverse? A daughter choosing a ditch over her father. But sure, let's focus on the teddy bear. That's definitely the real issue here. I need you to imagine this phone call. 911, what's your emergency? Yes, I'd like to report a crime. What's the nature of the crime, sir? A grown man owns a teddy bear. Sir, is someone in danger? Yes, the integrity of masculinity itself. Sir, this is not a police matter. He hugs it for comfort. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to. And he posted about accidentally kissing his dog while half asleep, the depravity. That's the level of emergency we're dealing with here, folks. And then we have Alex Farias in the comments. Hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your teddy bear. Alex, buddy pal, my concerned friend. If the whole point of mocking someone is that you're such a big boy that you don't have a teddy bear, why do you need to hide yours? Do you have a teddy bear, Alex? Is this a confession? Pick a lane, Alex. Either teddy bears are shameful and you don't have one, or they're common enough that you need to hide yours. You can't mock someone for having something and then immediately imply you also have that thing. That's not how mockery works. That's just projection with extra steps. Here's the thing that makes this so beautifully pathetic. Anyone with 2 brain cells can see it was an accident. A funny, embarrassing, very human accident. The person involved posted about it themselves. They owned it. They laughed at themselves. There's no scandal here. There's no shame. There's just a relatable moment of, oh no, I'm half asleep and confused. But the NIFB needs so desperately to find something, anything, that they're trying to twist a "I kissed my dog by accident" lol story into some kind of depraved act. The desperation is transparent. It's like watching someone try to make "he tripped on his shoelaces" sound like a moral failing. This grotesque stumbling cannot come from a coordinated mind. Benjamin, sweetie, the only thing grotesque here is how hard you're reaching. You know what's really telling? Normal adults don't care about teddy bears. Know who does care about teddy bears? 2-year-olds trying desperately to prove they're big kids now. I don't need my teddy bear anymore. I'm a big boy. That's the energy here. Grown men sitting around deeply concerned about whether another grown man owns a stuffed animal. Not concerned about the daughter in the ditch, the 80 affairs, the steroid abuse, the spousal discipline, the son in dresses they're trying to distract from. No, the real issue is the teddy bear. That's the hill they've chosen to die on. A stuffed animal. Meanwhile, the projection Olympics continue. Check his hard drive. You might find some prison time. Rashid. That's called projection, my friend. When your first thought upon seeing "I accidentally kissed my dog while half asleep" is "must be a criminal," that says more about your mind than anyone else's. Normal people see that story and think, "Ha! Relatable, I once tried to put my phone in the fridge." You see that story and immediately jump to criminal activity. Maybe check your hard drive, Rashid, because that's not a normal leap. Here's what actually happened. The NIFB is collapsing under the weight of its own dysfunction. They have real scandals, actual crimes, documented abuse, and the best they can do is, look, a teddy bear. It's not a scandal, it's not shocking, it's not depraved. It's having a comfort object and having a funny accident with their dog. That's it. But they need it to be something more, because if they don't have a scandal to point to, they have to face their own, and they really don't want to do that. You want to know the difference between someone healthy and someone in denial? Healthy person posts, "Guys, I thought I was kissing my teddy bear, but it was my dog's butt. I'm traumatized. The dog is fine. I washed my mouth 47 times. Ha! That's hilarious and relatable. We've all done weird stuff half asleep. Person in denial sees the same post. This is depraved, grotesque. A normal mind couldn't do this. One group is laughing with someone at a shared human experience. The other group is desperately trying to make it into something shameful because they need a distraction. The NIFB wanted to destroy a reputation. They looked at everything they could find, and the best they came up with was he owns a teddy bear and once kissed his dog by accident while half asleep. That's not a scandal, Benjamin. That's called being human. Meanwhile, their scandals include actual abuse, actual affairs, 80 of them, actual drug use, hypothetical cocaine, definite steroids, actual doxing and threats. But sure, let's talk about the teddy bear. To the NIFB, you tried, you really did. You searched for dirt and you found a stuffed animal. You tried to make "I kissed my dog by accident" sound sinister, and everyone just laughed at you. You wanted to shame someone, but they'd already owned it, laughed at it, and moved on. There's no blood in the water, boys. The shame you're looking for doesn't exist. No, what does exist? Your daughter in a ditch, your defender with 80 affairs, your pastor banned from his own bedroom, your son in dresses you're trying to distract from. Those are real, those are documented, those are yours. The teddy bear? That's just a teddy bear. And the fact that this is what you chose to attack, that tells us everything we need to know about how desperate you really are. Good night, everyone, and sleep tight. Maybe hug a teddy bear if you need to. It's okay. You're allowed to have comfort. Unlike some people, we don't judge you for being human.